The stream should be up. So,
Yep.
good. So, welcome you all from my vacation address. Sorry for the bad audio. I'm on my laptop without my headset. This will be for this week and the coming 2 weeks. Hey, better than nothing. Anyway, I'm here with Karel and Echo. Hiya, folks.
Hiya. Good to see. Good to have you, even though you're on holiday.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hope you
yeah.
had a safe trip, but doing well.
Oh, yeah, I arrived in one piece, as did my luggage, so what else can you wish for?
You sound a bit happy.
I kinda am. It's vacation after all, so
Indeed.
anyway.
Hi, Rapid. How you doing?
Yeah, you folks have to watch the stream for me. Like I said, I'm on my laptop, I only have one screen, so
Echoes on the
Yep.
ball.
good.
Yep. Rapid Crest Abominations. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Rabbit, welcome
Um,
back. I do remember your name from last week, earlier this week.
Yep. Cornet Zoom +1.
Sorry?
Zoom +1.
The text is pretty small.
Let me see if I can do something about it. Yeah. Scrolling works.
Oh yeah.
Control scrolling does not really want to work at the moment.
Where is the? What do you use? Chrome.
Yeah, Control plus.
No, I think there's a button next to the star where you would bookmark, where you can
Uh,
adjust your zoom
Control
level.
plus is working.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alrighty. So we're at week 193. We got some armor stand improvements this week.
Sorry
Main.
to interrupt,
Yeah.
Cornet. Can you make your cursor much smaller?
That might be asking a lot.
Okay, I can do. Hold on. It's the freaking cursor size again. There you go.
Yeah, Rapid says Icarus is my #1 game to enjoy.
There we go.
Yep, it's Cornet's as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Birds of a feather. Well,
Exactly.
feather is what's it saying?
I mean,
Perfect. Cornet, perfect.
good. I mean, you can tell how much I like Icarus by the amount of hours I've spent in the game, which is at the moment well over 3k hours. So yeah. Anyway,
But this week.
PatchNotes. We have a new backpack options on the armor stands. We've added new functionality to the armor stands, allowing you to toggle on or off backpacks being included. So up until now, a quick swap on the armor stand did always include your backpack. From now on, no more. Week 193 is here, and this week we are adding new backpack-specific functionality to the armor stands to make using the hot swap feature more simple. First though, a couple of notable improvements. Added the Great Hunt's boss respawn time to the contact device's bosses tab, so you now can see if you have the Great Hunt's upgrade in the contact device. You can now see how long it will take before a certain world boss, Great Hunt's boss, will respawn. Normally they respawn every 1 hour, but if you're like really wanting to do them and you're like waiting for it to respawn, it is very nice to have such a timer.
Yep.
Second, the heavy flamethrower, which is the Quarite
Legendary.
legendary weapon, It was unintentionally consuming large amounts of biofuel for the alternative attacks. They have fixed this. Now they also have an interaction prompt to collect all dead player inventories inside of empty boss arenas. So if you did a Great Hunts boss and like the one or more players died inside, and you like ended the boss fight, you went out of the arena, the loot bags disappeared. Now they have an option to collect all those dead player inventories. So upon exiting the area, it's gonna tell you like, hey, something to the extent like, hey, do you wanna like collect the death bags that are inside? Which is a good thing. And they also improved overall visual quality on low and medium anti-aliasing settings. So, this week, armor stand improvements. The addition of the armor stands in week 180 was well received 13 weeks ago already. That's a long time.
Yep.
But a few unexpected issues cropped up that we wanted to address this week. Now, as I already said, the backpacks were included by default in the hot swap functionality, which meant that excess items were being dropped on the ground if there was a difference in inventory capacity and slots. You drop off your backpack, but the armor stand did not have a backpack. You're losing 6 inventory slots already and 12 with the Larkwell Martinez tactical backpack. So if
Yeah,
you
I
had
I
items,
suffered from that.
yep. So if you had items in those inventory slots, they were basically just dropped on the ground. Now, not only was this messy, but it also meant you'd have to spend time reorganizing your inventory system, something that defeats the whole purpose of hot swapping gear for efficiency. Like you have to pick it up from the ground again, and then you have to like reshuffle your inventory, etc., etc. It's that annoying. Like one way
Yep.
to fix this is to have the very same backpack on all your armor stands. But especially if we're talking about the workshop backpacks, it will become costly. Now to address this, we have added a new toggle option titled Swap Backpacks, which you can set to either exclude or include backpacks as part of the hot swap functionality. Now this toggle can be found in the inventory UI screen for the armor stand just below the swap button. So you basically interact with your armor stand. Next to the swap button, there is now also a toggle for swapping backpacks. Now this will be set to disabled by default, something I'm happy about by the way. And the setting is per armor stand and not per player. Keep that in mind, it's per armor stand. So if you have 20 armor stands on your base and you want to enable the backpack swap, you have to enable it on all 20 armor stands.
Yeah.
This does mean you'll need to set it up the way you want for each armor stand, unless you wanted to have it disabled, because it's disabled by default. And you have to check your teammates haven't changed it either. So for co-op prospects, let one person has set this option everywhere. And like, because if everyone is going to set it enable, disable, whatever, then you still have to check it for every armor stand before swapping. So open the UI and then check, does it include the backpack, yes or no, before you start swapping. So keep that in mind.
Yep.
Personally, I like this option a lot. Now, I have a couple of armor stands in some of my open worlds where I deliberately have a different backpack on. For example, the Blackweave armor stand, I have a Blackweave backpack on as well. So I generally want to swap those in one go. So for that armor stand specifically, I will have to enable this option. Other than that, I'm very happy that this option is disabled by default. You know me, I go for big inventory, so I usually have my Larco Martinez backpack on. So I'm very happy I don't have to buy a gazillion of those to put on all the armor stands.
Yeah. But if, for example, you have a very specific mining set, then you want the backpack to be included within that.
The ore weight reduction backpack. So for that
Yeah.
armor stand, you will then enable this option.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about this improvement. For me, this is really an improvement. Yeah. So quick look for next week. We will be getting carbon fiber signs. Next week we're adding a new carbon fiber signs set for something a little more modern to decorate and signpost your base. Now we have the standard wood ones which we usually use. If you have the Art Deco DLC, you can make the very fancy looking black marble, gold rimmed signs. We have the stone signs nowadays, and the clay bricks, but they're more the standing signs. You can't really put them on like halfway up a cabinet. So I wonder what the carbon fiber sign set is gonna look. Also, I wonder what effect this will have on the icons on the sets. This is something Echo and I talked about before off cam. A while ago, they did changes to the wooden sign sets, resulting in icons being less clear. Like stone and silica now look a lot alike. Gold and silver as well. Also depends on the angle and the lighting. Like before, signs were like glow in the dark signs.
Yeah.
So to make it look more realistic, especially for the wooden ones, they changed how the signs looked, and yes, it it wasn't making it any clearer. So hopefully this new carbon fiber sign set will improve the icons a bit again, but that is something that needs to be tested out.
Yeah, because I had said to Carnet, is it possible to actually, with the wooden signs, would you mind actually putting down the words rather than an icon? Because all the icons to me look pretty much the same, especially when you've got ingots of stuff.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
And
Is
it's
that is
and
that sulfur
I
or is that copper?
yeah,
No,
exactly.
it's silica. Oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
Sulfur
and
does not have
therefore
ingots.
you end up spending way too much time trying to figure out what the hell is in the
Which
storage
cabinet? Yeah.
than being able to just look at the signpost and say, okay, so silica goes in there.
Yeah. I totally agree. So I hope this will improve in the carbon fiber sign set, but there's something we'll have to try out. Now, obviously, since I'm on vacation, will not be able to do any gameplay, so it'll take a couple of weeks, but we will get there.
Well, as long as you're taking notes on what you've got to test when you come back.
I'll try to remember. Knowing my memory, you'll have to remind me, but Anyway, continuing. Now, your support makes these updates possible, like the weekly updates they are giving for Icarus. Like, obviously, the devs need to be paid, so if you want to support the dev team, consider getting yourself some of the DLCs. For example, the Great Hunts pack, which includes the Great Hunts DLC, but also includes the Styx and the Prometheus DLCs. Because the Great Hunt campaigns pack, like there's one on each of the three maps, so you will need to have Styx to start a Styx Great Hunts campaign, obviously.
Hmm.
Or you just go for like, you know what, let's fully support the devs and let's just complete the set. Basically get everything you don't have yet. This does include both maps, Prometheus and Styx. It does include the Great Hunts. Also includes like things like the outposts, different outposts, and things like the decoration packs and everything. Basically everything you don't have yet. So if you want to support the devs, consider getting some of the DLCs. Now we get to the changelog, and well, new content is basically the changes to the armor stand.
Yeah.
Cannot be configured to not swap backpacks. That's basically the new content for this week. Bunch of fixes. Let's quickly go through them. Boss time respawn, time added to the contact devices tab. We already talked about that. Blueprint for the beehive is now gated behind level 15 because it requires refined wood to build. So refined wood needs a carpentry bench, which is unlocked at level 15. So it doesn't make sense to unlock the beehive at an earlier level.
True.
A couple of accolades changes. The harshest of conditions is now survive 5 hours, or the other way around. I haven't been looking at those for a long time. And the outpost veteran, like 10 hours on an outpost, changed to be hours rather than seconds. So not 5 hours times 3600 is what? 15,
A lot.
18,000 seconds. And the outpost veteran, 36,000 seconds is now hours.
Yeah.
Change the poor hands and abyss accolade. This might be the one, the last storyline mission in the null sector. Might. And abyss. From being a 3-step to a one-off. Its achievement description is not clear. Again, I don't usually look at the accolades that closely. So, Ice Mission Opt 2 has got a fixed mismatch between subtitles and dialogue. We have seen this actually in the Ruimtes campaign, I believe. Or was it in one of the other ones I did? Where the subtitles did not correspond with the audio. In which case, what good are your subtitles, right? So I'm glad they
Yeah.
fixed that. Uh, let's see, any more interesting stuff? Arena bosses now cleaned up properly when all players leave the arena level. This should fix an edge case where players could end up fighting more than one boss at once. Oops. I mean, the Gargantuan is okay, but having to fight two active Quorites, good luck there. I've done him solo and he's tough. I think the next one is basically about the same stuff. Arena boss summons now cleaned up properly when all players leave the arena and level. Fix some AI spawn configs. Let's see. Heavy flamethrower. Oh, we were talking about this, right? The excessive fuel usage. Oh, that one's actually slightly below, but they did do some work on the heavy flamethrower. Is it clean up and use included? Double the pyrophobia lifetime from 5 to 10 seconds. This must be an effect from the legendary weapon. If triggered by the burst injector, yeah, one of the updates. For the legendary weapon, I would say burst injector. Add explosive stats to the alterations, so performance is communicated in UI. Explosive? Cool.
Might fail and then it goes kaboom. Which makes sense because alchemical solutions sometimes tend to do that.
Let's hope the weapon itself doesn't go boom.
No, it's probably like, I don't know, like a mission where you have to choose things because some of the stuff was trial and error or interactive, not just go here and push F. You have to actually physically research things. Remember that in one of the patch notes?
Yeah, no, I think this is an upgrade on the heavy flamethrower weapon,
Okay.
the burst injector. The fuel consumption for both the charge and the burst have been modified from 1000 to 350 and 450 respectively. The damage has slightly been balanced as well. The charge one increased from 300 to 350. The burst have been decreased from 600 to 450. Update Corite bestiary entries to reflect its lack of weak points. Mining damage weakness, so it doesn't have a weak point, but it is weak to pickaxe, to mining. So pickaxe and drill and the iron fist to take off his armor. And also the
So,
boss's ability to ricochet bullets if it's armored. Yeah, Echo?
okay. I was just going to say, so does that mean that a drilling arrow will help take its armor off?
Oh yeah, it will. Trust me, I've tried it quite extensively.
Yep.
Good.
Fix the legendary heavy flamethrower's charge injector, not firing the firewalls on the alternative fire mode. You have read people complaining about this. And also the alternative attacks now using 100 biofuel instead of 1000. That's the fuel reduction I was talking about before. Mammoth Tusk Bone Powder recipe was kind of bugged. You got like 800 crushed bone instead of 400. They fixed it so now it's only between quotes 400. It's still a full stack of epoxy though, so still worth it getting them tusks. Especially if you don't have the miasmic X and organic residue cleanser. See, juvenile rock golems no longer targeted by other hostile creatures. I wonder the rock golems that spawn in the world after you've done a certain Quarite mission, whether they're juveniles or not, because they were like being attacked, those rock golems, by like everything. They were just standing there doing nothing to defend themselves.
Yeah.
So if they would fix that, it would be nice. Fix an issue where the juvenile rock golem, but also the rock golem, so the adult one, where the armor pieces would fly off when it first spawned. They spawned naked. and their armor pieces are actually quite of the part of the challenge of killing them Quorites, the Marok golems. I have to say though, there is one mission in the Quarite mission tree that makes the Quorites neutral, so they don't aggro on you no more. And actually, that makes traveling through your open world a lot safer.
Yeah.
This one we talked about when all players leave a boss arena, an interaction prompt on the entrance to collect all that player inventories. Yeah, fix boss arena exit tooltip saying enter. That's confusing.
Yeah.
And increased anti-aliasing quality settings on low and medium as the performance gains on hardware well below minimal specs. On hardware well below minimum specs did nearly equal the visual quality loss. Then get better hardware. This minimum specs for a reason, you know. But okay. Currently, there are people playing Icarus on hardware well below the minimum specs.
I'm surprised they're able to play at all, considering it's such a
Graphical
it's
heavy,
quite
memory
a
hungry game.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's very graphic orientated, but
Yep.
you know,
Anyway, future content. Yay. Number one. Straight away, good one. Add banana bread food data. So currently bananas are unlocked and only unlocked in a specific Garganton mission path. Once you have unlocked them there, you can then unlock them in the workstation and buy them. Up until now, bananas are like, yeah, nice to grow. You can eat them straight away. They don't give that much of a food buff. You can feed them to your animals or spoil them for whatever. They finally added a banana recipe, banana bread. Definitely something
nice.
I want to check out on. Because on my Styx open world, I actually did before before they fixed it last week. I did all the Quarite missions in one and the same open world. So I do have bananas unlocked there. Something so
Okay.
I can actually check it out there. Next one, removing version 1 of Rad Pros spot and adding the version 2 balance, etc. Rad Pros looks like it's gonna be yet a new animal. A little
Hi,
bit
Infinity
more.
Gaming 2023. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, yeah, welcome.
And Infinity says, I asked for the banana bread personally. Lol.
Well, there you go. They added it. It's in the future content, so it might be in the game already. Future content sometimes is already in the patch. It was future content at the moment they were working on it. Or it might come at a later point, we don't know yet. But hey, your banana bread will be coming. Updating the Red Pro's aggro loop audio for better timing. So yeah, definitely looks like it's a new animal. I wonder, will this animal give off a radiation? Carl and I were talking about the whole radiation part last week. So now I do wonder, will these animals be radioactive animals? What do you think, Carl?
Might be, but it might be like a rad roach of some sort, so low level, but just mutated to some extent, similar to what you have with the exotic infused creatures. So it might just be a new creature like you're suggesting, or it could be something slightly different.
True. I kind of hope it's going to be a radioactive one, just for fun.
Oh my god, that miles away.
They did do a whole lot of work on Elysium first mission. Now, Elysium is the code name for the next map set for the next DLC. Which will be, by the way, for the people among us who have the Founder Edition, will be the last free DLC.
Yep.
Yeah, they're talking about communication towers quite a lot in this one here, in this mission. Quest
Yeah.
markers on the map for communication towers for Eden and the NPCs within Eden. So, like an area, Eden? Add steps to use the provided map to find the communication tower. So you have to find and disable it. And also, it's no longer always in the same time. Setting up new map nodes to grant player with locations of potential communication towers. Cool. So we have to, like, basically like the exotic veins, you have to really search for them. Now the echo device will become more useful because you have to use it to find Eden. Been doing quite a bit of work on Elysium. Remove steps involving radiation will spin off into its own quest. Radiation again. I think radiation is going to be a big thing in Elysium.
I would say so. I think we basically theorized that it was going to be in a radioactive zone of it, so it's expected that it would be similar to people that are familiar with the Fallout universe, something like the crater or something similar, where
Okay, let's see. The Raptor artists have been replaced with updated ones. Oh, Raptor Juvie. Does this mean we will be able to tame raptors?
would make sense that you should be able to, but that would be pretty cool
Oh yeah.
because what's
Speed
better
of
than a
the
wolf
Moa.
having a pet raptor?
Speed of a Moa. Attack of a wolf, whatever. Combine
Yeah,
them.
something to that effect makes sense.
Updates to Rat, Rose, Aggro, something. Frequency adjustments to Red Pros. Was it gonna be like pulsing radiation? Huh.
Well, yeah,
That would make it interesting then. Chew implementation. Okay. What to think about this? Are we gonna get
No idea.
big animals who do like chew damage? Jumping on unsuspecting prospectors? Huh.
that's what raptors do.
True. Anyway, so it will be a new damage type then. We have like projectile damage, we have melee damage, the different elemental damages. And we're going to introduce a new damage type, chew damage. Would be interesting. Okay, let's see. There will be new variations of the tier 3 gas biofuel. No, gas. Might be tier 5. We don't have gas fireplaces yet. The electricity is the tier 4 one, which was introduced like 2-3 weeks ago. So we get new variations of there. Nice for our base builders. Slinker. We cannot pick up the corpse. Apparently it's
I see
gonna
they're
be
adding
too
a
big.
wall-mounted charging station.
Above or below?
Don't know. Reading a random bullet point. Probably further below. You're pretty slow through the notes, sort of scrolling
Well,
through
thank
it.
you.
But a wall-mounted charging station makes sense. I mean, the floor-mounted ones are pretty much there, but if you think about it, it'll be nice to and pretty cool to just chuck your flashlight or whatever against the
Oh
wall and
yeah.
have a charge, which allows you to place things without having to use more floor space. So
I wonder, is this going to be another new animal? New Elysium animal? Okay. Well, we will be getting 25 new food and drink recipes though, with
well, if you think
unique
about it, there
stats.
was the whole kiwis and garlic and onions and all those
Yep.
types of things. So I would imagine that they should definitely introduce things that you can make with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's quickly go through these a little bit faster then.
Infinity says prickly pear too.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I think we have seen this mentioned in the patch notes indeed.
yeah, there was.
Correctly
I think
something.
we already have kiwis, obviously, but it's
Let's see. Initial setup of Elysium mission 0 and 1. 0 as well. Okay. Ooh, flamethrower turret. Nice. Gonna use a lot of biofuel though, I'm afraid, but okay. At the Tesla coil, we were talking about this last week as well. Yeah. Like, is it gonna be base defense, like you have a red alert? Or is it gonna be like a wireless power transmission?
the Tesla stuff. Yeah, the wireless transmission stuff might be a little bit far-fetched, but
We are gonna get
might
tier
just be
5.
true. Well,
Yeah. Hey, they,
Oh, there's your wall-mounted charging station.
yeah. You have the manufacturing unit tier 5, so the tier 5 workbench. Hold on. The wall mounted charging station snaps to others which are placed. Okay. So you can make a whole row of them. They snap. Cool. We get a new hopping creature. Okay.
Frogs,
Yeah.
toads, kangaroos.
Ooh. That would be fun.
certain raptors do hop. Well, I mean, they run mostly, I would say. Yeah, so I don't think it would be that.
Oh, hold on. Updating red prospector attack. So the red prey might be the red prospector. Red pros. Hmm. We're gonna get like hostile NPCs now.
Maybe.
Interesting. Monster van de Raptor in UV's. Or is it the chew like a new animal? Fix feet sliding after scaling. Fix the jump distance arc. Chew now acts similar to the buffalo. Wanders until. Okay, so Chew is a new animal then. Okay.
Okay.
Farming packs for the new Danger Horizons resources, the new plants.
So we got
Alpine
adjusted
lily,
wind
yucca flower.
settings for alpine lily and yucca flower plants.
Yeah.
Also updated the alpine lily meshes and textures.
So, like the current lilies, but now an alpine version. And the yucca flower. Medicinal plants. Maybe make some tea out of it. I don't know. We'll see in time.
We're getting a snow pygmy lop.
Did we have it? Yeah, no, we had a normal pygmy lob in the snow rabbits. Okay. Let's see what else. Slinker, swim and sleep animations. Yeah, Slink is definitely going to be another animal. We're going to get quite a few new animals then in Elysium. I like that. But then again, it's supposed
Yep.
to be like fully alien, where Prometheus is like semi-alien, you know, more so
Yeah.
than Olympus and Styx. And they did tell us that the new map, Days Horizons, was going to be even more alien. Cool.
I did
Silver,
first pass of the sulfur worms skinning and materials textures.
yeah, silver worm. Interesting.
Is that going to be akin to the cave worm?
I
I
don't
would expect
know.
so.
Yeah, but also, does this mean that we are getting like sulfuric environment, sulfuric biome, or sulfuric patches, or is maybe like the geothermal pools, but no, they contain sulfuric water and those worms? I don't know.
And remember, where you mine uranium is bugger, is not really the most friendly conditions on the planet. So usually it
True.
means that it's a little bit sulfuric and probably like lithium based and muddy and dirty and dangerous and not the best conditions for manual labor. So,
Mm-hmm.
so except you're unless you're a sulfur worm that's getting a free meal because it decided to walk into your domain.
It's gonna be an interesting map, I think. Dangerous Horizons, or interesting DLC. Dangerous Horizons slash interesting map Elysium. Let's just hope
Yeah,
they won't bring it out during my vacation, cause I want to jump in as soon as it drops. But nah,
I think it's quite a ways off. Yeah, I reckon you'll be back from your holes before then.
like I said, I really want to jump in straight away as soon as I can. Like new level 0 character, the works. Gonna be interesting to see how long we can survive with a level 0 character with no space armor, no space equipment.
Yeah, you have a bot in your Twitch that I can't get rid of.
Yeah, I know.
There should
It's
always
a
be
tad
bots.
annoying. A tad very annoying, but well, we're at the end of the patch notes anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. That was quick tonight.
Told ya.
Not the biggest notes, so
Told ya it was
it's
Yeah.
gonna be
okay.
big,
But
gonna be quick. So,
not too much content, new content. I mean, some fixes and things as such, but
like only one new item, so that was short.
uh,
Oh, hold on. I just see the dragonfly creature. Yet another one. Cool. Dragonfly swampish. Definitely wet environment.
Nice.
Eh, But yeah, um, like I said, I think this is it for the patch notes. So yeah, I want to say thank you, folks, for joining me to the patch notes. Like a
righty
discussion
ho.
is always better than just reading aloud.
Yep. I'm glad I could be here for a change. My Friday nights are usually busy doing something else, but uh,
Yeah,
not tonight.
I'm happy you could be there as well. Same for you, Carl.
Yep.
So
Thanks for joining
Yep.
in all the way from your holiday destination. Very dedicated of you.
I know, right?
So
Yeah.
No.
Well,
So
I mean, if you can do the patch notes all the way from wherever it is you're on holiday, then yeah, I'll try and be here to back you up next week.
would be appreciated.
But there will be no gameplay for the next 3 weeks. So
That is correct. Well, this week and the 2 weeks after there will be no gameplay. This is true. So yeah, I'd say thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I know it was a short one, but again, vacation and like lesser equipment.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks to Rapid and Infinity for joining.
oh, absolutely.
Indeed, gotta thank the people that took the effort and time to join us.
Totally agree. So, thanks for being here. Now, if you did enjoy us going through the patch notes, feel free to hit that follow button so you'll get notified next time we do it again. We do this every Friday. A bit later now on my vacation, had to adjust for like the time schedule here. But yeah, follow and then you'll get a notification next time I stream again. Or if you're watching YouTube, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Like would be appreciated as well. Other than that, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time, and I hope I will see you folks around.